Hello and welcome. First of all, today is Veterans Day, and we salute all the veterans. They, sacrificed so much. Not only the veterans and their families. We know
Yes.
that when an army soldier is out there, the family, the kids, the spouse, they go through a lot of trouble. And first of all, thank you for all the support you have, my dear veteran, my dear soldier, and the family members. So salute to you. Ray, what do you want to talk about?
So,
What do you want to say about to the veterans?
yeah, I just want to say thank you for the services that you provide and you provided and you continue to provide today. I appreciate you more than most people in America. You guys to me are like my heroes. I was never in the military, so I just want to thank you and honor you on this amazing Veterans Day today. So that's what I have.
Perfect. So yeah, so this is a good day to start our conversation, and
Yes,
we are speaking about consistency, because the key for the success is consistency.
that's right.
Anywhere we go, especially marketing, because the marketing is the to be on top of people's mind, to be on the top of our clients mind. And so if we are not consistent on that, guess what, they're going to forget us. So Ray, let's talk about a little bit why we need to be consistent, and what are the big results for being consistent, and
Okay.
so.
So, well, top of mind awareness is what you just mentioned a few seconds ago. Being top of mind is so important. That's imperative in every conversation. So, because we're human and we forget things, and if you're on top of the mind, it may be easier to recollect that thought. So, and when it comes to marketing, one thing we tend to do is just push it to the bright side. Try not to add all these different applications that can help us be more consistent because now we're time bound to those applications. Oh, I got to get this done before I get an alert, and knowing I have to have it done. So this is what helps you kind of become more consistent. Part of the business world is becoming or maintaining consistency in what you do for your business. And most times people just don't take it as serious as they should.
Yeah.
So, and there are many tools out there that help us do that, on an ongoing basis. And I use several of them today, on an ongoing basis in my business. I will tell you that sometimes I do lack on it and I don't follow up with it. And I'm like, wait a second, Ray, you got to get back to consistency because we tend to fall off in consistency a bit.
Yeah.
Life happens, right?
It's a human being, of course, at the end of the day
Yeah.
we're human. Now, one of the thing I believe in my business and life, help most is the Google Calendar, because once I know that, first of all, I have to follow only one thing, because sometimes we miss, because if we follow 10 different things. So once I know I'm following Google Calendar, number one, and then block the time, because if it's not on the calendar, what happens, it get missed. So it has to be on the calendar, so that's the when you coming across the calendar, okay, this is the time I have set for marketing, maybe doing a post, maybe it takes only 5 minutes, but blocking that 5 minutes on the calendar, or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Maybe do a video, like only 1 minute video, it takes like what, 5 minutes, just even we, it's cell phone is in our hand, so it just take 5 minutes to record a 1 minute video, even though it takes a little time to think, but not more than 5 minutes. So
Yeah. Yeah.
blocking the calendar will be my number one suggestion.
And let me just add to that real quick. So, and being consistent and looking at your calendar is what you do all the time.
Yeah.
Like I wake up in the morning, one of my rituals is making sure I look at my calendar and see what I have set up. I know I set it up in the weekend, during the weekend or that Monday. And then that aspect is okay. Now I'm looking at that every day because it's always changing and always updating. There's a time you're going to say, man, I know I met with that person about a month ago or a week ago. You know what? You just go to your calendar and see if you didn't update it, begin to consistently update it. So
Right.
you have that data inside there.
Right. And then number two is also get an accountability partner. Something is not happening. So suppose, for example, we're doing this this the live video. Now two of us, so if one person gets slowed down, also the other one remind like, hey, let's do, we have to do it.
That's right.
So having an accountability partner, and it can be like, you can have multiple accountability partner per project, but having accountability partner is very, very important.
Yes, I agree 100%. So, just being there in reference to this live stream overall, yesterday was a hectic day for me and I didn't plan ahead. And I'm like, okay, I got to meet with Sean to talk about the content for today. And guess what? I was not consistent in doing what I planned. Hey, we have this planned out, we have this, and that will happen. We know that will happen. But again, the idea is to make it consistent. So, and even though things are happening in your life, it's still not being blocked out. It's an important time to have to plan for the following, the upcoming. So imperative for the success of most things, not just marketing, overall life. You
Yeah.
market when you're marketing, if you're consistent in what you do all the time, you're conveying the same message. People will start listening because we're conveying the message.
Yes. Now the other thing also, this is I got from my coach. There sometimes we don't do something, and we have to do is we look for a convenient distraction. For example, if making a video or doing a post is challenge for me, what I'm going to do is, oh no, I have to call this client or whatever it is, or call this on my transaction to the title company or to the mortgage broker.
Yeah,
And then what people do, they do another important thing, but the thing is, this is very important also because it's in the calendar, it's on the calendar. So that's called convenient distraction, and that's why sometimes we do. So to stop that, what we have to do, we have to make things easy.
mhm,
Means for example, if doing marketing every single day is not happening, can I do that for again 5 minutes? Can I do that first thing in the morning, 9 o'clock, before even I do anything? Because I have to make that part of my habit. I have to connect with the community. So what I'm going to do first thing in the morning, if that's not happening, I'll go. I'm not going to spend more than 10 minutes because again, I have other important stuff to do. But that 10 minute, I'm going to have a plan from night before that. Okay, in this 10 minute, I'm going to create one little post, and I'm going to post it through the scheduler. And then Ray will talk about there are some social media scheduler when you can do one post and go to multiple
that's right.
channels.
That's right.
So that's the way to do.
And then, just to mention in reference to that, yes, there are tools out there. Some of them are low cost, some of them are free, some are paid, depending on what you're trying to achieve. So again, that and I can mention them offhand. So there's one called Buffer.com, does the automatically scheduling. It works pretty well. I don't know what the low cost is, so you got to excuse me, but I know they have a free option. Then also another one called Hootsuite, very popular
Yeah.
terms that's out there that can help you and plan for that. So let's say, for example, on that single day, on Sunday, Saturday, Monday, Friday, whatever, you're going to plan an hour to plan your marketing strategies for the entire week. And it just takes that amount of time to be consistent in doing that, to make sure that these tools will work in your favor because they're meant to help you. There are so many other tools, but those are pretty popular to that most people are aware, and they can kind of understand the concept. Once you do a search for those individual platforms, then you'll see many more in the search results
Yeah.
page. So I definitely suggest it, and it's something that's going to help you be consistent. And let me just say one more thing that you mentioned that I wanted to harp on was that timing. And I'm a big proponent of telling you between 9 and 5 o'clock, I am busy. There's no gray area. I am just like, and even when I'm not busy, I'm busy because there's always something to do on the most part, 99% of the time. So what I've chosen with your instructions, Sean, and I say thank you for giving me this. Say, hey, you want to wake up earlier, and you have that alone time to take if you want to be someone who wants to meditate consistency or do your marketing consistently, all those things, or do have a mastermind
Yeah.
consistently,
Yeah.
do it early in the morning.
Yeah.
And then you would not have those barriers, because what happens is during the process of you trying to maintain consistency, you may get a call, you may get a text, you may get something in the middle of it that may break up the concentration of you being consistent. So
Yeah.
that's something that I'm doing on an ongoing basis ever since you mentioned that to me, and it's given me so much opportunity to be more consistent in my practices.
Yeah, thank you, Ray. The other thing is also I saw the challenge for being consistent is the overpromise.
Yes.
Because see, we should not promise something or some daily activity also, unless we know we can be consistent. For example, if someone reach out to me today and say, hey, we have a great networking group, do you want to join? And then if I see, okay, they have, like, for example, they meet 3 times a week, even for an hour, okay, 3 hours a week. If I don't have time, doesn't matter how great that is, unless I have time, I'm not going to join that. Because I can join, I'll do a couple of times, then what? Either I will not do it, or I'll say no to, because when I'm saying yes to something, what happens? I'm saying no to something also
Nice.
at
Good
the same
point.
time.
Very
Yeah.
good point.
So before I say yes to something, I have to make sure that I do have a strategy for that and I do have time for that.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. And I just want to make sure that we, before we it gets too late, and so I want to remind you about other consistency tools that are out there. And again, and that there are many tools out there where you can text people,
Yeah.
uh, you know, and let them and remind them of a certain event. I'm currently working with an organization that has a feature where they use a low cost to free platform where they can literally send messages out on a mass scale, which is phenomenal. So again, there are many things out there. I don't want to. I have to look at the platform specifically, and if you write the question on the show notes, I'll definitely send the information out while I reconfirm some of the things. As this conversation was brought up yesterday, so I did not prepare 100% with this, and I apologize for that. But again, I want to make sure that when you're coming here, we're giving you the facts, the information. So feel free to ask below, comment or share or anything, and we'll be able to tell you exactly what platforms out there that provide that feature. For businesses, for most businesses, it's a paid option. And it's most times it's a better option than not having than having the free option, because your limits are less, and which makes it a bigger, better platform.
Yeah. Now,
Tongue tied
I,
over here.
I I like to talk about a little bit about the marketing calendar. Like, say we have Google Calendar, for example, business calendar. But then on the left hand side, you can create another calendar. You can create a personal calendar,
Yes.
or you can create a marketing calendar. So you don't have to subscribe for another company, another everything. So you create a marketing calendar, and then what happens, once you check that on, so all the calendar will be in front of you. And then when you check it off, it will be like, so it doesn't disturb the other calendar. But then suppose, I do, like, okay, 11 o'clock, for 30 minutes, and then maybe 3 o'clock for 30 minutes, I'm going to do marketing. And that's fine. So those two times, I'm going to block in that marketing calendar what I'm going to do. Am I going to do some blog? Am I going to do some update on my Google business page?
Mhm.
I'm going to record some videos. So what happens here, once, so that's going to be in the calendar. It's not on the same calendar, it's going to be a marketing calendar. And that's what you can share that with somebody else you're doing marketing with.
Yeah,
So
for sure. And what I'm actually on the side here, what I'm opening up, is just I went to Canva, and when Canva, I hit marketing calendar,
oh,
and what it comes up on Canva, this is the free version, okay?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you can actually get a calendar there just to give you an idea of what you need to
yeah,
try to accomplish.
yeah,
So again, there's no excuse to saying, oh, where do I get one? Where do I find one? I have to buy one. No, it's out there, so you can kind of plan your marketing. Literally with you and your team as you're trying to market for that specific category, business or scenario. So again, it's very imperative, and consistency always wins. Always, always, always. I decided to let me slow down on sugars, and so with that being said, I say, I'm going to have half and half with no sugar consistently. And guess what? I've made it to that point, and it's like I don't have sugar in my coffee. I miss sugar, I do, but I consistently stood the course.
yeah,
And now it's not like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. No, no longer. So
yeah,
again, I just want to bring that back to life, not just only in the marketing world, but if I'm consistent in my personal life, I'm going to be consistent in my marketing life.
yeah. Yeah. Also, when it comes to marketing, do something different every day, so you don't get bored. Also,
Yeah.
you don't have to do the same exact thing every. Like, being in real estate, I don't have to post property picture or real estate, story every single day. I can do a little educational stuff one day. I can do a little blog another day. I can do some client testimonial one day. I can maybe do a
Right.
neighborhood walkthrough another day. It can be different things. So that's the way it kind of keeps going without making me bored, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm glad you, because I tell you right now, Mondays is normally a quote or a review. When you look on, if you follow the content media page, on Tuesdays we normally have a Tuesday tip about, in reference to give a tip to anyone that's following or checking us out. On Wednesday or Thursday, you're going to see a service that we offer. And Friday we normally have have a great weekend, or we just kind of leave it very bland or very open to whatever we want to post. So again, so we do have a calendar, and do they all execute? 98% of the time they do.
Yeah,
And again, and you don't want to always just use the exact same thing. You want to change it up sometimes as well. So you're now consistently managing your profile.
yeah,
So
yeah,
again, it's a very important aspect, as well as reviews. I think we talked about reviews at Google My Business, the first one of our, I think episode 1. Let me just remind you, being consistent and getting reviews, it's something that needs to happen. That's going to help your marketing platform even excel even more. Be consistent on letting people on allowing people to review you if you're any good or not.
right.
Even if you're not good, maybe you could get the review outside of Google My Business, so that so you can get better at it. So you can achieve getting better reviews and make them digitally accessible.
Yeah,
So,
right. So
but also,
bottom line is, is very important to being consistent to make it easy.
yes,
Something is not part of the habit, make it, very little time, even 5 minutes a day, some marketing, and try to build up that the habit.
yep,
And use the Google Calendar, have a separate calendar for marketing. And then what Ray was saying about Trello and then Canva, they also have that. Like Canva has calendar also,
yes.
and then Trello has those reminder.
Right,
Uh,
and let me just tell you what Trello is. It's like a
it's free.
management platform, and what it does, it allows you to kind of have a columns, and we'll share that at one point. We'll have a meeting on it, and
Yeah,
show you exactly that we have. Okay, this is the idea. This is who's going to execute it, and this is the date it's going to execute, and this is the launch. Literally, that's what it is, and it's a great platform that's used. And I think there's a free option there as
it's
well.
free. Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
So,
So,
mhm,
what's free is great. I mean, giving your data up is a lot of money, but it's free
it's
for
free.
most of us, so which is good. So,
So,
by all means,
so again, so let's be consistent,
that's it.
because we have to be on top of our clients' mind, or
Yeah.
our sphere of influence. They're on top of their mind to generate business and to grow.
Yes, exactly.
Anything else, Ray, on a closing
No,
note?
I just love the fact that we are consistently doing this every Thursday. And again, trying to make that 11 a.m. cut, that start time is I'm struggling with, but we will definitely make it, because I'm making a consistent part of my life to make it better,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
on.
See,
So,
that's the key. Even though we, because of some technical delay, this is a new platform,
yeah,
Restream. We are doing it. We
yep,
probably one day will talk about the Restream also. This is a great platform,
yep,
and we'll talk to our audience about
yeah,
how to use it, because this is a great platform.
it sure is.
So definitely we'll talk maybe next week.
Yeah.
Um, so we're still learning the system, but again, we are getting it done. Even it's 15 minutes late or 10 minutes late, but we're getting it done. Our goal is slowly do it, exactly at 11 o'clock. So so we can be, perfect, and we're not
Perfect,
even perfect today.
consistently on time all the time. No, I
Yeah,
totally 100% agree. So, but awesome, man. Well, great. I think this was a great topic that we came up with. I think
yeah,
it's a pain that every not only business owner, every person struggles with sometimes, and we need to reiterate how important it is to become consistent in everything they do.
exactly. Last thing, stop over promising. Just pick the thing important, for you, and then just do it. Stop
That's
over promising. Marketing, you got to do the marketing, because marketing and innovation is the way to grow your business.
that's right. That's
Thanks for
exactly right.
watching. We'll catch you up next week at 11 o'clock next Thursday with Ray Torres from Onset Media. His number is right here. Give him a call if you have any technical question on marketing or anything in marketing.
Yes,
He'll be happy to
I love to talk about it. I talk about it all day long.
love to help. Not only talk, love to help too.
That's right, for sure.
See you guys. Take
All right.
care. Happy Veterans Day again. Bye.